Hello everyone, and welcome to another vlog. As you can see behind me, I am at the Home Depot, and we're going to see what they have in store for Halloween. Never used that one. So come along with me and we'll go take a look. Alright, well right when you walk in, there's a lot of interesting merch we can see here. They have quite the collection of animatronics and other decor. So we'll take a look at some of these animatronics and try them out. Let's go ahead and start with this guy right here.
I sense the presence of unsuspecting souls. Step closer and embrace the shadows that dwell within. Your fate is sealed, for you have trespassed into my domain.
Yep, that's pretty creepy. Speaking of creepy, we have this skeleton with eyes over here.
Did you like that? Well, you can customize all of that and more, even recording your own dialogue. But if you don't want to be a voice actor, that's fine too. I come with pre-recorded messages. You can choose my motion, lighting, eyes, and voice. Cool, right? So, what are you waiting for? Take me home today.
Alright, so for $279 that could be yours. And then they have the famous, very large skeleton over here for $300. Unfortunately, it is not working. We can't test it out. There's this tombstone, my body below rests cold and still, and someday too yours surely will. So that's a pretty interesting and morbid one. We have this guy over here.
I have been looking everywhere for you. You're next on my list. Don't be frightened. The journey will be so quick, you won't even realize your soul has departed from your body. Done. Let's go. Time is wasting, and I have 500 more souls to collect before the night is over.
Yep, that'll get people's attention as it did in the store. And they have these witches over here, and this would have been really fun to try. They have the cauldron, and they're holding this rat. Unfortunately, press the try me button, and it's just not working. But nonetheless, look at these creepy faces. This is a good one. The eyes and everything, very creepy. I'm sure the cauldron was cool too. So we just have to use our imaginations on this. And speaking of animatronics not working, they do have this guy here, and I'm trying the button. It just does not seem to work, although this one looks pretty cool, pretty freaky. It's like a skeleton barber. This one, but yeah, pretty impressive animatronic section overall. Doesn't have the universal monsters like last year, but they do have quite a bit of decor, as we've seen with that tombstone over here and some other tombstones with the Grim Reaper, so some stuff. And then speaking of creepy things, they of course have their collection of skeletons here, and it is extra creepy with just normal eyes. They look like they're just following you and watching you, so yeah, that's up there and creepy, as is of course the zombie version of the skeleton, tongue and everything. And then they do have this is pretty cool, gargoyle type feature type skeleton. But yeah, still creeped out by this guy's just staring right at me. This is a pretty good one for anyone considering. And then, of course, I mentioned they do have some more large tombstones like we see here. Pretty creepy looking. And, of course, they have the skulls and pumpkins. You could try the pumpkins. We're not working, but these are pretty cool light-up skulls. Meant to light up a pathway. That's a pretty good one. Let's try Chucky.
I'll be back. I always come back. Yay. But dying is such a...
Yep, always creepy. We'll go ahead and try this. Go ahead, get it. Yep, creepy. Gets the creepiness award for that one. And then, of course, the skull is going off. Pretty interesting. Got something in its nose. And this is unfortunately not working. There's a giant gargoyle. This is a pretty cool up here, just a display. We'll try this creepy bunny on a bike. Yes, it is indeed creepy. And they, of course, have an assortment of pumpkins, but they don't have that pumpkin gut one they usually have where it opens up and you see all the pumpkin guts and the smile. But nonetheless, a lot of jack-o'-lantern things here, especially if you don't want to carve one. This is always very creepy, this doll with the kid's voice. And having them both go off at once definitely makes this double creepy. So that's a recommendation. Get two of them and have them go roughly the same time. And then, of course, they have their assortment of animal bones, snakes, and cats and dogs, and oh my, everything. Unfortunately, you can't test these, but these look like pretty cool smaller animatronics. You have a witch and a creepy girl, and then another Grim Reaper type of statue, and then more skeletons up here. The try me for those, a little too high for me, so we'll use our imaginations. And we'll end on something cute, you know, might as well. You have a couple dogs here, and pumpkins, and ghost costumes, so there you go. End on something cutesy. Alright, well, they actually had some pretty interesting things there. Seemed like a little bit less than last year. There were less animatronics, and I'm sorry, some of them were not working, but what can you do? I think my favorite thing would probably be the pumpkin head guy, that animatronic. But let me know what your favorite was in the comments below. Again, hopefully next year they'll bring back like Universal Monsters and all the cool things they had. But it is what it is. They also were setting up Christmas stuff as of today. So it's October 2nd and they're setting up Christmas stuff. So it's starting earlier and earlier. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos. Hope you have a happy Halloween, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.